As you all know what happened in ASO-Rock, gunshots in ASO-Rock, it has come to a point whereby this administration of Buhari or Jubril al-Sudani or whatever you want to call it, it is one of the most, comic government regime that you can ever think of. This man if he was a man of integrity truly, he should have handed over to Professor Pastor Osibanjo to take over the next term, the next 4 years, if he really needed something good for Nigeria. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We are talking of someone that is not existing, someone that is nowhere to be found. You see, they say charity begins at home, and a lot of things begin at home. If a man cannot be in charge, I mean, there are a lot of very complex things in Nigeria, a lot of things that go on here and there. You might not even be aware of these things totally. Now, let us look at ASO-VILLA, look at ASO-Rock. Gunshots were heard. Now, this prompted the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, NNAMDI KANU, to respond to this and also to comment. He has revealed the reason behind the gunshots in the presidential villa in ASO-Rock, Abuja. The leader of this group said gunshot in ASO-Rock as a palace coup to topple the presidency of Aisha Buhari's boyfriend fails. Foolish Nigerians can now see what I saw and announced June 2017 that Buhari is dead. Nigeria is worse than a zoo. Nigeria, the monstrous zoo, is dead and buried like Buhari, Osibanjo, Abakari, and Brutai. They all fought IPOB. Today, they are all dead, leaving the zoo in chaos, as I once foretold. Can you imagine the reports emanating from Aisha ASO-Rock? I quote, Mrs. Buhari aides were said to have forcibly removed him from the villa, but Sabiu, who is one of the most powerful aides to the president, allegedly got the CSO to arrest Aisha aides, including our ADC, Usman Shugaba. What author garbage is this? Now, one would think and wonder, does the boyfriend or the impostor sleep in a different room? I want to believe that Aisha and the Jubril or the impostor or Buhari, they sleep in the same room, or they are kind of connected in the same quarters. So in that case, how is it possible that such would have happened? We are talking about someone asked to self-isolate himself after going out so as not to infect anybody. And moreover, I believe that Aisha is doing this to protect Jubril or to protect whoever, dead or alive, that is there, or protect herself and her own children. And unfortunately, this led into chaos as this young man called Tunde, not a Yoruba man, somehow he got that nickname because they kind of connected his appearance, his facial look to that of Idiagbon. And with this, he got a nickname. This is a young man that was selling SIM cards and all of that in Daura, where Buhari is from. This young man is connected and related to Buhari. And come to think of this man is a personal assistant and secretary to Buhari, asked to self-quarantine, but because of the impunity in ASO-Rock, because he knows deep things that are happening in ASO-Rock, he knows that Buhari is a man that cannot function intellectually. He knows that in fact, that contraption is the most failed that you can ever think of. This is a place where your dreams can come true. I'm telling you that Nigeria is a place whereby without anything upstairs, you can become a president. That's just what it is. This man stepped in there. This young man knows what's happening. He knows that Aisha, we know the secret, we know what's going on in ASO-Rock, so just shut your mouth. He knows that Abakari is the president that died. He knows that there's nothing happening there. In the broken English in Nigeria, there is a term, there is always a word, they say, see finish. So this young man, in his early 30s, probably 30 or 31, he has see finish. That is why he wasn't bothered. He said, how can you tell me to self-isolate if the new Gambari, that is the new chief of staff, does not do this? How can you tell me to self-isolate? And with this, he became very aggressive and he didn't care. And this prompted Aisha Buhari to kind of scream, and immediately the job of the aides to Aisha Buhari, the job of the police, of whoever is there to protect her, is to just move And probably the guy became aggressive and he brought out his gun. Like, I'm going to knock you down and shoot you down. You are talking about the first family. And of course, you know what it means. This young man escaped here and there and made calls. And of course, because they have a cabal set up, immediately the aide, imagine, with his guns, and the rest of the Usman, Shugaba, and the rest of them were arrested by the police. Imagine, arrested. That shows you that there is no law and order. And aside this, they said he wasn't supposed to shoot in the villa because of the president. Well, I think that gunshot exposed even more the secret that is no longer a secret, but they think is a secret. Now, we are talking about being forcibly removed. Where are those idiots that said Buhari is alive? This is the question that NNAMDI KANU is asking. How can you forcibly remove a person from ASO-ROCK to the extent of involving the police when the man in charge of the house is alive? How did Buhari not hear the gunshot? Did he run under the bed? Or is there no Buhari there? Probably is in Sudan, and whenever it is needed, they do some kind of prop, and he comes to speak, and he put on the face mask, and he says things like fellow Nigerians and all of that. When the commander-in-chief is around, inside the same ASO-ROCK, ASO-VILLA, how is this possible? Does this make sense to anybody? A lot of Nigerians are truly dumb. From the same report, I quote, "In what seems to be a desperate appeal, the president's wife tweeted that COVID-19 is real and still very much around in our nation and is not in doubt. Consequently, I call on all relevant government agencies to enforce the Quarantine Act signed by Mr. President and ensure no one is found violating this law and the NCDC, Nigeria Center for Disease Control guidelines, especially on interstate travel without the necessary exemptions for movement of essentials." Aisha is now issuing directives asking people to obey a dead husband because they know that the game is up. The headlines, show and is a proof that we have been right all along. Nigerians are more than foolish, the most hopeless group of unthinking morons on earth. Bye-bye, zoo. Biafrans, prepare. We are going home this year by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Gunshot in ASO-ROCK as a palace coup to topple the presidency of Aisha Buhari's boyfriend fails. These are the words of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every day, Buhari, ASO-ROCK, Osinbajo cabal. This has nothing to do with the Biafra agitation. Someone said, just a jobless fugitive making fictitious posts on Facebook, only believed by Ipobians. Mazi come to Africa, not Nigeria. Well, that's that. Another one say, Nnamdi Kanu is such an intelligent man. I also thought as much on how could an ordinary isolation issue lead to a gun duel. Moreover, the head of a house cannot be alive, ill and healthy, and his subjects misbehave like wandering dogs. And I believe a lot of our greedy leaders are aware of this and are only pretending due to their selfish benefits. Even Boko Haram and bandits are roaming the northern states in broad daylight, and none of our defense chiefs could take meaningful action. I can't wait to see the end of this movie titled The Zoological Experience. And this is deep. It is the truth. Look at bandits in Castina. Oh my God. Look at what is happening. Everything is out of order, in disarray. It's as if the truth is there is no precedent. In fact, Osinbajo, if he had a way, it's just that man is not, I don't know. He should come out but maybe he's also waiting for his own time, or probably he's afraid that he might be killed or whatever it is. Nnamdi Kanu exposed the truth and facts, and that is it. There is no government in Nigeria at all. Everything is just in disarray. That's it. That is it, and nothing more. If a man can say his wife belongs to the kitchen and the Azar room, what else do you expect? Even if Aisha Buhari is gone down, Buhari will do nothing. Buhari will do nothing. Buhari is not okay, or is not even existing. In fact, there is a lot. Imagine someone that they said is Buhari, because I don't think he's alive. I don't think he's there. said, oh, they shouldn't worry about it. There's just a little issue and gunshot here and there, but the course of the law have to take place, meaning he doesn't care. That's it. He doesn't care. Even cloned, foreign impostor, dead. None of this. He doesn't care. And this man that tried to protect the life of his wife, they are in jail right now. They're in prison right now. They are in detention right now. And he said, there's nothing. What kind of man is that? A dead man.